Hey, I'm Angela and welcome to the Acts on Stage 2025 Year in Review. You are about to see a recap of some phenomenal pictures, videos, and memories. And on the first slide, you'll see a picture of my daughter, Maya, who I'm extremely proud of. And somewhere in the audience, you're gonna see me because I've been to every single show. You know, something else I'm really proud of is that I've been an Acts on Stage patron for several years now. I believe in the work they are doing, and I'm proud that they are in this community. Well, as you look through this recap, hopefully you see yourself, and if you don't, maybe soon.
My name is Faiza Bradford, Sadie's Kitchen. I performed as Sadie. It was a highlight for so many different reasons. It was a highlight because I was returning to the stage after a very long hiatus from acting. It was a real highlight because it taught me so many things. And one of those lessons was to honor and value the process of a thing just as much as the product of a thing. And so one of the things that was new to me is that Acts on Stage, while we were, from day one of our rehearsals, everything was recorded and published, which is very much in contrast to how I live my life. I usually perfect a thing and then publish it. And Acts on Stage through Sadie's Kitchen has really helping me to really think about how do I move and process without expecting perfection. After I completed the production of Sadie's Kitchen, my 9-year-old niece, well, she was 8 at the time, she said, "I want to do that."
Hi, my name is Levi Kyles. I'm 16 years old and I played the Scarecrow in The Wiz.
Hi, my name is Aaron and I'm 14 and I played one of the crows.
So when I first heard about the show, it was through my cousin Harlem. And then my mom was like, they're holding auditions. Do you want to do it, yes or no? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I just remember telling them about how a long time ago before that, I didn't get in the play. And it made me just doubt myself and be afraid to go back in and try again. But when my cousin gave me just a little bit of a push, I had that confidence to try again and I got a lead role.
I like acting, so I was like, okay, I'll join. And then when I joined the play, at first I didn't really know anybody. I had 2 friends, and then I started building a community, and I just got more comfortable.
When I couldn't jump up from my knees during one of the dances, and Coach T was like, you know, you're gonna have to learn how to jump up from your knees. You're not just gonna not be able to do it, you're gonna have to learn. And during that time, me and my cousin, we were beefing at the time, but it pushed me to go out of my comfort zone. And even though I was upset, I still asked her for help because I knew she was one of the best dancers in there. And we put our arguments and differences aside and we worked together and she helped me learn how to jump up from my knees. A really big impact Teen Summer Musical or Acts on Stage has had in the community this year is really inspiring other kids to want to join Teen Summer Musical by seeing us do it, because a lot of my friends have asked about it, and a lot of my friends that know how to act or have singing capabilities or just knowing how to go out there and have confidence have asked me how can I get in? I want to do acting, I want to be a part of something like that. And I think just seeing me skyrocket in Acts on Stage, they definitely got inspired. So I
kind of gave people I know some confidence, including myself, because the way that they pushed you in Acts on Stage to do better. When I saw when it was sold out, I felt supported in what I was doing. And
I remember being on my set, and when they pushed me out on the stage, I could see above me all the people sitting above and just everybody in the crowd, and it was just really shocking for me because it was whoa, they all came here, it sold out, and I had to tell myself, I was like, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got it. And then I actually had no voice cracks, and I remembered all my lines.
Well, I actually had the opportunity to be in 2 productions, one being Sadie's Kitchen, the second being Detroit 67. Being on stage in front of people, that was something I hadn't done in several years. The biggest moment for me, it's not really a story, but the moment would be really having the moment of not being fearful on stage. There's a lot of times, I think probably every time, there's a little bit of nervousness, you know, some anxiousness, but for me, it was beyond that. Every single time, even knowing my lines and things like that, I was terrified. And so by the end of Detroit 67, it was the first time that, even though I had the little nervousness or the anxiousness, I wasn't afraid. And for me, that's my biggest moment, that I know I can step on a stage and not be afraid. The impact that it had was showing that acts on stage, that we're here, that you know, we're here to not just put on a show, but put on great shows, quality shows, and shows that will bring people together and bring conversation into the
My name is Isaiah Rashad. I am the teaching artist for Renaissance 20, and I got started with choreography at a very young age. I remember I was excited hearing about Acts on Stage because it wasn't around when I was younger. It was just the summer musical. It was one time a year, and then you had to wait. But now that there's this new theater and this new program that allows the kids to come and get the experiences throughout the year to kind of prep them for musicals was something I was like, I gotta be a part of it. This is great. So it was a combination of seeing my mentors and then also having a will to want to come back and do it. Kids are awesome. They are, they all, like, it just reminds me of when I was younger and just being able to kind of like make new friends and be in a community of people who maybe I don't know. I'm a little shy at first. Maybe I don't know how to move my body or dance just yet because everyone else is doing it. So being able to kind of come back and help to cultivate the kids, to build community and to give them a space to do their thing. Hey, this is a community organization that is literally helping out our Black and brown kids of the community to give them hope and a space that they're allowed to move their bodies in, learn about dancing, singing, and acting. I mean, I was even blown away with learning that y'all do pianos. And it's a unique experience, it's different. I don't think I've ever been a part of or heard of anything in Seattle that dealt with youth singing, acting, dancing, piano, and actually able to have like some sort of recital in the end to kind of show that. For me, it's been fun to be with them, to help them put that together.
My name is Naomi Williams.
My name is Natasha, and I am Naomi's mom.
I did all the clubs: acting, singing, dance, and piano. Cause when I first joined Acts on Stage, I remember being like nervous. I was like begging my mom to stay with me. I did not want to go, and now I'm here. Before Renaissance 20, I was very like enclosed, introverted. I did not like talking to anyone at all. I always just wanted to stay in like this little shell, and I'd just be sitting there drawing. I'd always be in my room. It was like I didn't want to go out at all. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I completely changed. I still prefer being on my own. I'm kind of introverted still, but now I would say I'm definitely a lot more outgoing. I'm not as nervous as I used to be. I can actually make conversations with people and not dread every second of it.
Before Renaissance 20, Naomi was very shy, very timid. She didn't like talking much, very introverted. And then once she started interacting with Renaissance and Acts on Stage, it really brought her charisma out and just really, she just really shined. And I love it. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air, and how again, when you think of Village, you definitely think of Renaissance and Acts on Stage.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Owens. I'm a professional photographer here in Seattle, Washington.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I am the mother of Aaron and Levi Kyles.
An avid supporter as a parent, and also professionally as being a photographer. I've done some work with the kids in the program, providing headshots and things like that.
I am a stage mom now.
This year being the first year, I got to witness firsthand the Teen Summer Musical, which I would call the culmination of what ends up happening with the theater program, the portion of the Renaissance 20 program that my daughter is in. As the photographer that took the headshots for the cast of that production, I got the chance to kind of see the behind the scenes of all of the hard work that went into that. And getting to see that before most people got to see it actually on stage was kind of a shock, because I saw these kids that I see throughout the normal rehearsals and things like that get put into this very much more serious production. And it was amazing to see how locked in all of these kids became when given the chance to do something at that scale. So,
Getting to see both of my kids kind of step out of their shell. Levi is kind of just like a firecracker, factory settings. Aaron is more to himself, and he kind of, I guess what we would say, like buries the lead. So it was really, really exciting to get to see both of them shine in their different pockets. To see Aaron not necessarily being his sister's shadow, but like taking his own moment, creating his own space. And also to see Levi push herself so far outside of her comfort zone. Like, we knew she could dance and she could sing, but we didn't know that was getting ready to come out of her.
I see Acts on Stage going out and showing our youth that there's value in learning the arts. There's a career path in learning the arts. As somebody who's a creative professional and has always been a creative professional, it's so important to me. And you know, this is the reason why I'm so supportive of what Acts on Stage is doing. They're showing kids that you can actually make a career of being a creative professional, and that's really important work.
Just, I guess, watching them both grow into what they became over the summer was unbelievable.
From a long heritage of people who looked at problems and needs and injustices as opportunities. People in my family, as well as those that I have met along the way, some of them who are here today, some who I've been working and serving with for just a short amount of time, and some who I have been working and serving with for the greater part of 30 or more years. A few years ago, a small team of us, some that I've already mentioned, we gathered and we just marinated on the idea of what about the arts are divine? What about this notion that the arts are divine? They're not just entertainment. They're not just the fluff before the important stuff. The arts are actually divine and given gift of God. And we asked the question, what would it look like now to build a space for artists of color and creatives of faith? And Acts on Stage was born out of those two questions. With decades of work from so many people involved and a dedicated team that we have now, again, especially my partner Isaiah, we have been building this work called Acts on Stage. I encourage you, as 2 council people have already testified, you should come see a show. Yes. You should come see a show. We have one coming up in just a few weeks. We'll take 80 kids right downtown to the Benaroya Hall to put on the most fantastic production of The Wiz you will ever see, and I can put money on that. So please do come and see that. There are so many people who, like these people, wake up every day and look for ways to serve. So many people in our communities, in our districts, who are looking for ways to serve. People who have good days and bad days. People who have victories and failures. People who stand at the intersection of hope and discouragement and still find a way to choose the way of hope. They inspire me as much as I hope I'm inspiring someone today. My life scripture is Romans 12, 1 and 2. It urges us to know God's mercy and to not be swayed by the shortcomings of this life, but rather commit to a life in such a way that is sacrificial, that is holy, and that is pleasing. My favorite part of that verse is the reminder that every day God gives us another chance to try again. So today my hope is that we will all just keep trying. Thank you.